Hello, Dr. Jinchi and Miss Anis, and whoever in front of this screen watching this video. Nice to meet you. My name is Junjie, and today I will be presenting my topic, web accessibility for visually impaired person. So my content will be discovered in several topics, including research problem, question, objective, critical review, and collected data, of course, data analysis, and so on. So let us start. I've summarized three major research problems, which is unfriendly layout and format, complexity of dynamic HTML, which is we call it as DHTML, and the lack of accessibility in web page creation. So what is DHTML? Let me explain a little bit more. DHTML is a dynamic hypertext markup language. So you can understand it like this. It is a page with lots of HTML, CSS, script, and so on. So that's gonna make your website more advanced, but there is a chance to confuse those visually impaired users due to those unlabeled links and images. I hope you understand this. Let's move to the next slide. There will be three objectives and two research questions here. The first objective is to analyze the user experience on the website, to explore the relationship between accessibility tools and those visually impaired users will be the second. And the third one, to increase awareness among web developers, designers, stakeholders, and those technicians about the importance of web accessibility for VIP, visually impaired users. All right. The research question. My first research question, what are the most significant challenges visually impaired users face when navigating websites, and how do these challenges impact their overall user experience? The second one, how effective are current accessibility tools and assistive technologies in addressing the usability challenges faced by visually impaired users on websites? Next, we have done three critical reviews, which each of the person. So my first chosen article is Assistive Technology for Students with Visual Impairments. So this study found three key points, which is enlargement, accessibility, and magnification. So with a focus on zoom features, these elements show how AT, which is assistive technology, greatly benefits those students with the tools for enlargement and magnifier, help them to read and use materials better. While accessibility features make more resources available, the zoom function allows for the customizable settings. Overall, it really plays a crucial role in their education and including their feedback for future help. Of course, every article will have strengths and weaknesses. For this one, the strength is they focus on research problem, comprehensive methodology, and as a practical implication. The weaknesses, of course, the limited sample size, geographic limitation, and also they just focus on a single disability. The next one, are Saudi Arabian banks mobile applications accessible for blind or partially sighted users? So this is one of the most interesting part that I like within these three articles. It is actually study about major accessibility issues in mobile application, banking application for those visual impaired users. So those three applications violate multiple WCAG 2.1 criteria with navigation and descriptive tags. These issues impact those user independence and privacy. Recommendations include that those designing and with accessibility in mind. They need to ensure that screen reader is operability and those involving disabled users in development and to improve the usability of how they use those bank apps when they need to do online banking or they need to transfer to anyone, you know. The next, to talk about the strengths and weaknesses of this article. So they focus on the specific demographic, which is really good, and they practice the recommendations, what they get, the feedback. And the next one, the weaknesses is the too reliance on WCAG 2.1 and also the geographic and linguistic focus is not enough. Yeah. Third one is adaptive web interfaces for inclusive services. So by several writer, the summary is that they're talking about this SEU platform, about the future developments. They will be more focused on creating smart, personalized interfaces using machine learning techniques, which is very like very complete, very clear about the services. But they are too complex in balancing the diverse needs, and there are less optimal solutions for those visual impairment person. So this article is not really good when we compare it to the previous two. Next, come to the research methodology. In the research methodology, I actually split it into 4 parts, which is survey type, survey structure, respondents, and also question type. It is almost 80 respondents total for participating in this qualitative and quantitative survey questionnaire. I have provided them open-ended and closed-ended question. Qualitative survey, what is it? What it is? I would say in like this. Okay, the first point, in-depth understanding. So open-ended question allow respondents to describe their experiences in their own words, leading to narrative data that highlights personal stories and specific issues that might not be captured by those predefined response options. Second point about the qualitative surveys, user behavior insight. Focus groups helps to gather a small group of visually impaired users to discuss their experiences, can reveal common pain points and user behavior patterns. It's really good for this. And what is quantitative surveys? So the first point, statistical analysis like the pie chart, the bar chart. So closest ended question, structured questions with predefined response. Options can also quantify the specific issues and experience among a larger population of visually impaired users. When conducting research on web accessibility for VIP, both qualitative and quantitative survey methods offer distinct benefits and they can provide complementary insights. Like here is how each type helps. Maybe you ask how them help me, how this qualitative and quantitative help me. I sent this questionnaire to our Facebook group for visually impaired individuals. To be honest, it wasn't easy because need to gather 80 real response from people with vision problem. So one of the key factor was whether they were willing to participate. It took nearly like 3 weeks to complete the survey collection. So as seen in the chart above here, 28% of the respondents were blind, while the rest of the visually impaired individuals fell into various categories, with most distributed between 20% and 30% vision loss. I then asked them about their user experience, and the majority rated it as fair. There were no extreme positive or negative comments, indicating that there are still a significant room for improvement in the website's user experience in the future. So take note, those developer and stakeholders, take note, right? Next, let's discuss the common issues faced by the visual impaired users. As you can see, they got a lot. Inaccessible image, lack of the alternate text, poorly labeled links, incompatible with screen readers, difficult navigation. The distribution is quite even, with almost every problem being encountered, but I also received that do not provide magnifier on web, which is the how they enlarge text on the website, and some of that telling that is enough, those tools is enough. So they give me the answer like nope. Yeah. So yeah, website developers must take these issues seriously and not just focus on designing visually appealing website only. All right. Due to the varying levels of visual impairment, the accessibility tools used also differ. Completely blind individuals tend to choose screen readers, while those with partial vision prefer magnifiers. So when I asked about the effectiveness of these tools, most respondents rated them as average. So however, nearly 30% of respondents indicated dissatisfaction justification, demonstrating that current technology does not adequately assist visually impaired person in effectively using website. So it is still a large room of improvement need to be done in future. Yeah, this is the references that I use within this project. Yes, and that's all for my presentation today. Thank you guys for participating and listening to me. I love you guys. Bye bye.
Lastly, I would say visual impairment is not exclusive to the blind. We cannot predict when it might happen to us. An accident could make us lose the ability to see beautiful things anymore, forever. So, please give more attention to visually impaired individuals, especially those programmers and web developers. In this information age, they also need access to the internet. Thank you.